Yeah, definitely one of the most worrisome parts of owning horses. I feel so bad for her. And hey, y'all. So here's the deal. Um, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 degrees. I'm in my pajamas and I'm hanging out in a stall in the barn with Rosie. I'm going to tell you a little bit what happened to Rosie today. So a friend of mine is here. I was giving lessons. Excuse me. I was giving lessons today, and she says Rosie's laying down in the pasture, and I saw her roll. So, all right, no problem. That happens. Horses lay down, the horses roll. But she kept doing it. She would just randomly go over and lay down and try to roll, and so we put hay out in the pasture, and she did come up and ate some hay. So when I went out to check on her after my lessons were done, she was just eating hay and acting like her normal self. So I get a message from my husband. My daughter just threw up. So I go in the house, and she's thrown up 4 times now tonight, and I just got her off to bed. I feel safely that she's not going to throw up anymore. And my gut tells me, I'm going to go out and check on Rosie. And so I come out and check on her, and sure enough, she's way out in the field, and she's just standing there. But then, here's the deal. So when I look at the other horses, I go back and look at Rosie, and she's laying down. So Rosie is clearly not feeling herself. So I ran in the house right away, and I got a dose of Banamine for her. I'm going to sit out here with her until the Banamine, if it kicks in, that's great. And I want to see her poop. Colic is really scary, and kind of anything can bring it on. So however long it takes, I'm going to sit out here and wait until she poops. I haven't checked for gut sounds yet. That's next. It's nice to see that she was interested in a little bit of the grain that was on the floor, but she's wanting to lay down again. So she's going to try to lay down, and I'll just encourage her to get back up. And if she starts doing this too much, where she's wanting to lay down, I'll take her up to the arena and go for a walk. But she clearly doesn't feel quite right. So I give big kudos to my friend Nikki for noticing that earlier. That's really great that she noticed that something just wasn't right and let me know. This is one of the scariest things that horse owners have to deal with, because there's really not a lot of answers as far as colic is concerned, like what could potentially cause it. If this got to the point where I didn't feel like I could keep her comfortable, I would call the vet. I am taking every step needed to make sure that she's going to be all right. But if she were dropping on the ground and thrashing, my vet would have been called a long time ago. Colic is something that has the most gray area of anything to do with horses, I think. And as a horse community, we need to sort of all come together and help each other. And I'm really thankful that I've got so much support in my area as far as, if I have questions about things, or if I need to talk to a vet, I'm only a phone call away, and that's a really good feeling. But so what I want to know, though, is how many of you have dealt with colic in a horse before? If you have, please comment below and share your experience. What were the signs? What happened that could have led up to it? Help educate us. That's what I'm doing on here. Is I'm here to try and help educate others. Just to share my experiences, because we all learn through experiences. So if I can share my experiences with others, I'm hoping maybe that will somehow help someone in some way. So,
you can all do the same and help out by, by listing that in the comments below.
Rosie is now like frantically vacuuming up every little piece of grain that she could find on the floor. So that is very good news. Very, very good news. I'm just gonna wait and watch her, and as soon as she poops, she's gonna go back outside, because that's the telltale usually there that they're doing okay once things get moving in their system. It's when everything stops that's scary. So okay, it is 2 a.m. and I am so ready to go in the house and go to bed. So we're gonna see if Rosie pooped. She has not pooped. Rosie, why haven't you pooped? Okay, we have pee, so that's good. Now we just need poop. Okay, now we are having some mega gut sounds. I can hear them from standing over here. And I swear, this pony just burped. Now people say ponies or horses cannot burp. I swear she just burped. So I decided I want to speed this process up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and tie Rosie in the tack up area in my arena, because 90% of the time when a horse gets tied up in here, they poop. It's just what they do. So I'll see how long that takes. I can still hear her belly rumbling. So I know there's a lot of gut sounds going on, so that's really good. Now we just need some poop. There's Clover. Gotta get involved. Almost 2:30. Still no poop. Bingo. We have poop. Okay, I'm super excited. Rosie has pooped. Listen to her cute little hoof prints on the floor. The second I put her back in the pasture, first thing she did was rolled, and I can't help but be stressed out about that, but that's literally what she does every time she's put back in the pasture, whether she's ridden or not. She rolls a lot. So, but the fact that I had her in, she got Banamine, she started to eat, I brought up to the arena, she pooped, she was very alert, acting like her normal self towards the end, and when I walked her back out to pasture, she trotted all the way from the arena back to the pasture. So I feel like she's feeling much better, and I'm confident going in, getting some sleep, and I'll check on her right away in the morning. Okay, so it's the next day. This morning I checked on Rosie, and she was doing fine. She was eating, just hanging out, and now I just came out to do some lessons, and she's laying down again. I'm going to keep a real close eye on her. I'm probably just going to give her another dose of Banamine just to make sure. And but I'm going to be out in the barn now for quite a while, so I'm going to bring her in with me and just keep a really close watch on her, because I'm a little concerned. She doesn't lay down this much, and she's just clearly not feeling good. I'm also going to contact my vet and just, give her a heads up and see if there's anything that she wants me to do in addition to what I've already done. So I just came out to get Rosie, and now she's hanging out and eating. So I'm going to leave her alone for a little bit. I'm going to keep a close eye on her, but I'm going to just leave her and watch her and see how she does. Well, it's 6:00 p.m. I brought her in, put her in a stall, and I've been watching her since I've been at work. And now I've got her just hanging out in the arena, and she's not trying to lay down or anything like that. I did message my vet, and I'm wondering if I should, her poop's a little on the squishy side, so I'm wondering if I should give her more Banamine. It's been hours since she's had it, but she wants to. So she acts like she wants to lay down, then she doesn't. I can't say that I've had this happen before where, you know, usually they just kind of are over it pretty quick. In my experience, the ones that I've had, I've seen quite a few other horses have colic situations and then not do so great. But see, she just wants to lay there. Oh, now she's gonna roll. Poor little honey. So this is one of the most worrisome parts of owning horses. There, now she's looking at her belly. I'm going to give Rosie a dose of Banamine. I always give it orally. It's the safest. That's what I've been taught. I'm going to move her forward just a little bit, girl. And this just goes in. Not her favorite thing in the world. Probably doesn't taste very good. So I'm going to wait and see how she's doing tonight. I'm going to leave her in the arena for the night. So I'm going to just keep coming back and checking on her. And I heard back from the vet. She said it might be a mild impaction. So to give her electrolytes to make sure that she drinks. So I'm going to go ahead and get her some electrolytes so we can get her drinking water and hopefully she'll be feeling better soon. But, you know, she's one that's really special, so it's hard. There's, you know, when you have a whole herd of horses, you have a few that are a little bit more special than the others, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to lie. And she's one that's just, she's really special. So, and she's my son's pony, and she's loved by a lot of people. We want to make sure that she's gets everything she needs. Rosie has pooped a couple times in the last few hours, and it's looking a little bit kind of wet. Hi, honey. I'm looking at your poop. Hi, Bear. And then, of course, Clover has to be involved with everything, so. Hey, Bear. It's 7 p.m. and Rosie seems to be feeling a little better from her Banamine. And I have her in a stall. She's all set up with hay. She's had electrolytes. And I have her buddy Bear in here with her. So they're going to hang out in the stall for a little while. I'm going to run in the house and eat some dinner and come back out and check on them. It's 11 p.m. and I am... There's Bear's... Hey guys, how you doing? Bear hates being in a stall, but him and Rosie are good buddies, and I know that they'll do good in a stall together, even though he's not exactly thrilled about it. So it's a poopy mess in there, but at least Rosie's with a friend. She looks like she's been upright the whole time. Doesn't look like she's been laying down at all. Well, I changed my mind and I put Bear back outside and I brought Daisy in because look at this stall. This has only been a couple of hours. Bear is horrendously messy in a stall. It's just gross. So here's Daisy and Rosie all set up in their digs for the night. These two don't get along as well as Bear and Rosie, but they'll do just fine. So Rosie's stomach is still making all kinds of, she's got all kinds of gut sounds going on. Well, this is where I'm gonna leave Rosie and Daisy for the night. I think, you know, Rosie did just she did just lay down and tried to kind of roll a little bit, but she's eating now. Okay, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted as to what happens in the morning.